Yo, what is up, everybody? Gonna get going here in just a minute. Gonna get Axe all figured out here in just a minute. We're just bouncing around. I gotta set up better profiles here for our streaming software. I do not have this thing set up very organized, much like most of everything. Okay, Axe, it should be live. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear him?
What's up, everybody?
We can hear you. Good. All right. How's the audio for everybody? Good, 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 good. Been out of this too long. I've been hiding. Ender and Axe and I here for game number 2 of the Silesian Offensive. That is the name we dubbed our first European 20v20 Conquest event. We have SRDS Special Raiders versus 808 German Elite for a 3-map game here of Amiens, Suez, and Giant Shadow. Giant Shadow being the tiebreaker. Both teams just getting loaded in here, and we will be ready to go. Sorry about the delay here, working on overlays and stuff, and I ran out of time. That's pretty typical of me. But it's only 15 minutes. Could have been worse, right?
It could have been worse.
Much worse. Can you guys hear everything okay? Alright, what do we got here? We got 808, 808. Okay, looks like almost all of them are here.
And also to remind those, does it work on, I think it works on mobile, but there is a camera in the bottom right-hand screen. There's 2 different perspectives today, one for Ender's and one for mine. You just have to click on it and it'll pull up those respective perspectives that you guys are wanting to see.
Yeah, there's a little, 2 little arrows facing away from each other. That was one thing I was actually going to try to work on here, but ran out of time, was getting a little arrow down there. I want some on the overlay that shows it, so. Alright,
cool, we sound good. How are you guys all doing tonight? Let's see, we have Osiris, Shane, Mitberry, Mr. W.
Mr. W. Alright, so Amiens, we've never seen this map played, just kidding. What do you think? You think it's going to be a power struggle at Charlie Delta?
It all depends on their initial pushes. I think if they both can get set up, it'll be a struggle. But if one team is quicker to those central flags, it's just tough. It's just all going to depend on their individualized pushes. For the most part, most of the action does take place at the Charlie Delta and sometimes Bravo flags. So it's interesting to see what they've come up with.
MGN, what's up?
I love this because it's pretty balanced.
Yeah, it is a good map. It just gets played a lot. I don't know if they're just so strapped for time pushing out maps, but it seems like all the best maps, you know, usually come out. Maybe it's just a perspective, but it seems like all the best maps come out in the base game, and then there's not a lot of strong DLC maps typically. That might just be because, you know, it's DLC though.
Well, yeah, you got to think though. The initial game, they have to hit such a expectation level that things have to be really, really good, and they're going to spend a little less time working on their DLC maps.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you guys think? Who's going to win?
And
sorry, I kind of cut you off there. What were you saying, Max?
No. And I was going to say, I think the main reason a lot of people pick this map, one is the size of it. The overall size is smaller than the rest of them.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of infantry eccentric fighting that takes place on this map.
Alright, hopefully nobody's...
Because both sides, they have, what, one tank, and they have 1 or 2 tanks and some transport, and that's it.
Yep, yep. And that initial push with that armored vehicle is going to be important here. Let's see. Looks like SRDS is starting to load in here. And I don't know, does anybody have any info on which side each team? Well, I guess we can probably assume. We're going to go 808 is going to be British, which is red side, which will be the Foxtrot side of the map, I believe. And the German Empire is probably, from the looks of it, going to be SRDS on the Alpha side of the map. I want to give a shout out here to our sponsors because I'll forget later on. We have BattleFi, who is the wonderful website that's hosting all of our tournaments from here on out. Great for esports, hosting, you know, of competition, competitive stuff on really any game. You know, Battlefield is just a really small piece of that. And then we've got E3 Sport Apparel over here. The co-owner is pretty awesome. We're working with him. We're going to get some team stuff up. I actually spent a majority of this week hiding from everybody. That's why I haven't been on Discord nearly as much, working on a logo for us as a test run. And then we're going to get some, from what I understand from the pricing that he threw at me, is going to be some crazy good prices on these subliminated jerseys. But you can check both those out at e3sport.com for the esports jerseys, hoodies, all sorts of stuff, and battlefi.com for the tournament hosting. Both sponsoring this league. And trying to figure out Doom, what's up?
Where is SRDS at?
I am not
we have one.
Sure, yeah.
We only have. Looks like their leader is in, but we gotta get everybody else in.
Yeah.
Doomsday, how you doing today?
How's your head doing, by the way, Doom? He decided to lay down last night on one of the maps on the other team on Friday Night Battlefield, and I shot him in the head with a sniper rifle, point blank. My hands are full. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's SRDS rolling in full force here. They didn't get the password? Okay, sorry about that. I thought that had already been relayed to you guys. Just blame me. It's okay. Everybody else does. Let's do it. All right, so I assume that SRDS is gonna take the German side of the map here, which will be the Alpha side.
Doom, yes, this is the match is about to officially begin as soon as we get everybody in. This will be round 1 of map number 1.
Yep. And just to recap on that, what Axe is talking about, each team plays each side of the map. So one team, and it looks like it's going to be SRDS, going to be starting on the Alpha side. And then next round, they're going to play the Foxtrot side. And then we look at the score difference. The team that had the highest, if each team wins one side, or, you know, of the map, say it's an imbalanced map, then the one that won by more tickets from the two teams, in theory, would be the winner of that map, best of 3. So we might go to a tiebreaker. Commentating random matches?
Collision, what do you mean?
Well, I think he means like just random scrims. We will. It depends what you have right now. I want to do all of them is the problem, but the other problem is we are strapped. And we've got this tournament 20v20 for Europe. We've got North American 16v16 frontline single elim starting here in a couple weeks, and we just announced, and their registration opens Monday for a North American 20 versus 20 double elim Conquest, the Battle of the Somme, and the Battle of Hamel or Hamel, I think it's Hamel. And So we're pretty strapped right now. Then we got Africa over here nagging at us to do another one already. So it's getting pretty crazy. But yes, we will do random matches, but the timing has to be right is all. I mean, and the other thing I will say too is that if it's like a 5v5 or 8v8, we won't do stuff like that just because, I mean, the amount of resources it takes, it's hard, would be very hard to do every one of those. Alright. Should be about ready to get going. What do we got here? SRDS. We've got, looks like, about 19.
I think we're all in. It's just 2 are on
the 808 guys.
One side. 808 needs to switch. And we should be
pretty close.
Maybe 1 short.
That's right, it gets easier as it goes. How did yesterday go? I watched most of it, but not all of it.
It went really good. It was a good matchup. BAR, I think, just was a little slow on their a lot of their pushes on their strategy. They were more reactive to what CH was doing instead of kind of being a little more proactive on certain flags. And CH definitely were proactive, and it just didn't help out.
Yeah. Seemed like CH was winning. Well, I know Bar. I didn't actually watch the whole thing, but on, at least initially on Argonne yesterday, it looks like Bar was picking it up there and was neck and neck with them when I basically had to get going.
On the first round of Woods, it was a 50 ticket difference at the end of the round, but then I don't know what happened to Bar on that second round because it was almost a 250 ticket difference the second round.
Oh dang, that's pretty drastic. Before I forget as well, shout out to Bronx Ape here from SES. He's doing everything behind the scenes. We just sit here and just kind of ramble, and then he does all the work.
Protagonist, yeah, CH was just way more reactive, you're right. There was a lot of times that Bar ended up with, I want to say, more than half of their players on or right around the same objective.
CH has got to be a really strong team, because I know Bar is a strong team, so yeah, CH must be pretty dang strong. And we should be about ready.
So it looks like we are 1 player short for SRDS because there's 1 808 still on the SRDS side of the map.
SRDS for the win. Yeah, Bronx Ape, my boy. Yeah, Bronx is a cool dude. Don't tell him though. I always tell him the opposite. Okay, waiting on the call. Bronx is the official. He's the referee. I'm gonna call him the referee. That's what he does. You guys ready for this? You ready? You ready? A lot of Germans in here. Hey, we're looking for more broadcasters, and especially I would love to get somebody who speaks any sort of other language other than English that would, obviously be valuable here. So, I mean, it could be a lot of different things. Not just German or anything like that. But, yeah, if anybody here has the equipment, you can look on our website, t1gamelive.com. And you're interested in stuff, we can talk, but definitely something that is of high interest to me. And we should be kicking it off here. Let's see how the teams do with the armored cars. I'm real curious to see how this initial push... Who was it? We were watching not too long ago. I'm just reading chat here. All the leaders and everybody talking.
It looks like we have them all split correctly. There's one player for 808 now that we need to get in. Let's see what time that they are planning on spawning in. We're at 11 minutes now. I would probably shoot for like 13. Bronx put that in immediately after I said that.
Very nice. Uh-oh, we got a spawn. What is he doing?
As long as he doesn't move and they should... No. What? No.
You got the kick on them? Oh, they're going back. Oh, look at them go. That's awesome.
They need to keep going. Oh, they're just going to redeploy. Okay.
I wish you could just kill players. Like a lightning bolt. How cool would that be? DQ. They're dirty cheaters. Nah, they're fine.
Come on, Raphael. You got to keep running back. At least get past the line. But then he's still... I mean, he needs to really get back to where
he needs to either like be back by that big old burning forest. Not really that far, but yeah, by that blue line in the back there. Oh, he's dead.
All right, he redeployed. That's good.
He died of old age because it's taken so long to start. Just kidding. We're good. We're good. It's like to say mean things.
As long as Payne doesn't move.
Don't move, bird. What are you doing? That's okay. It's usually rough, you know. Start. I mean, this is the first European event we've ever done, so that's pretty cool. I like it. We need more of you guys in here, though. We need more teams. And we are about off to the races. And 5 seconds-ish. Here we go.
So SRDS is down one player, but that shouldn't make too big of a difference. And so 808 has spawned.
What is SRDS? We're playing it. It was called 13 minutes. Come on, SRDS, let's go.
Maybe they're waiting to get like the 3-ticket difference back, but it shouldn't matter. 3 tickets.
I've never seen one that close yet. Yeah. I've never seen one that close. That's gonna, you know, SRDS does have an advantage here on this because if you notice, 808, none of them took the armored car on the push. So if
that's kind of unique.
Actually, look at that. Okay, so this is going to even it out. Look at SRDS is actually they're going to be caught right back up here just simply by taking this armored car. Watch the deploys, and then he hits the flagpole. But in theory, it would have worked. But you see that? You see how much of a difference that made?
Yep.
And the fight is on. And, ooh, looks like there's a 808 squad curling around the back here, about to get a flank off on this heavy tank, possibly. Oh, they're going to push over to Alpha Bravo. And here they go. Nice move.
I'm watching the tank on tank here. And SRDS tank will win that engagement.
Yeah, they actually got a second one rolling out now, but look at none of them see the squad pushing back here from 808 back to Alpha. Oh, they got a squad
I
here.
mean, if I think they're laying quiet. They could have shot at those SRDS players, but they did get spotted.
Yeah, men and caught him. Yep, you
spotted
seen these two SRDS guys start curling around right there. You're right. Look at who's this? Oli is gonna get. Oh, they didn't even see each other.
Oh, what? They didn't even see each other.
They're gonna go back and
they
watch
were in
this.
each other's hip pockets.
Like, oh my gosh! I turned down my sensitivity just a little bit here. That Destiny 2 hasn't helped my camera controls.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. SRDS did a really good job of stopping that push.
Yeah, and that was just coincidental, actually. Looks like Bravo's getting hit right now.
Looks like SRDS is going to take this Delta flag away from 808. There's only one player left live, right offside the objective here.
Yeah, 808, they've definitely got the advantage.
Hig 8K is hitting. I mean, he's just sitting there quiet. I mean, two SRDS players ran right. Oh, they finally take him out.
Yeah, you kind of got this, what I would picture in my head. It's kind of like a yin-yang thing going on. Well, actually, the SRDS is pulling back, but they were kind of wrapped 808 from Bravo to Charlie, and SRDS was kind of Bravo to Delta, headed towards Echo area there. But it looks like they're pulling back now, so they're kind of like S-shaped there in their team layout on the map. Thank you, protagonist. Appreciate it. We try, even though we had a late start. Try not to. That really doesn't. We're pretty on point. That really never happens. That's a good thing. Looks like 808's gonna keep the pressure on here at Bravo. That's good. Let's see what it's doing.
They're trying to.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna go back over to Charlie flag. Oh, they got heavy here. I was gonna say it should free them up to snag Charlie, keeping that pressure back there at Bravo. But they've got a SRDS as a heavy tank here, so that might not work out in their favor.
Pretty balanced right now.
Yep, we're at 3-3, 112 SRDS to 107. That's just strictly, I'm sure, off of kills. It looks like 808's on top.
They're about to meet right here on this top.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's it. There.
Remember, guys, if you want a different perspective, down in the bottom right corner, there's a little, looks like a briefcase, actually, with two little arrows. You can click that, switch over to camera 2, and get to... You can watch the stream twice. Isn't that cool? And that, my friends, is one of the biggest reasons I went with YouTube over Twitch when setting up this channel initially. Aren't you glad I did? I am. Don SJW.
We're gonna see if this tank for SRDS is playing just off the capture. Oh. And 808 has snuck up on it. Oh, they're right up on each other. Oh, he gets his grenade out. He's about 60% health.
Talking about Assassin here. He's on fire, taking HE rocket rounds. Wait, is that the only tank up? Yeah. Okay.
SRDS did back their tank out.
That's good. That's a lot better because like you're like, oh well, I'm leaving the battle and stuff. But you know, you think about the time it takes to respawn a tank and get back in there. It is much more time efficient to back out, get repped, come back in.
Yep. So 808 is still. They're gonna get wiped off initially here on the Charlie flag. But they are maintaining the Delta.
Yeah, it looks like both teams got their backlines covered pretty well here, and now they're just fighting it out over Charlie Delta. And here comes SRDS's heavy tank. And they're going to exchange rounds along with all the infantry. And it looks like 808's tank goes down. SRDS's assassin here, he's down to about, looks like 25%.
You see the squad for SRDS pushing
back
Charlie Road towards Echo.
Yep, as soon as you said that, I'm to the map and I caught it immediately. Good call, good call.
Ooh, he gets 2. Oh, he almost gets the 3rd player. They're gonna just push him. They finally take out the last 808 player on that road. Let's see where the spread's at here, because we got 808 pushing to Bravo. SRDS is taking Delta and Echo. This could be huge for SRDS if they could stop this initial push at the Bravo flag.
Bronx, on the stream here, I got your messages here, dude. Go ahead and just drop a message in the chat real quick. It'll allow me to mod you. That way you got control of it, dude. Something I meant to do. I mean to do a lot of things, and I forget like 90% of them. Oh, wow.
Do we have any SRDS players spawning back towards to try and... We have 1 pushing into 2.
Yeah, looks like SR...
Actually, we have a whole squad now coming into Bravo to try and stop 808's push.
We're going to go watch that. I was going to go back to... SRDS has a push moving into Fox right now as well. You can see that flag going pretty quick. I think it's 4v1 back there. Look at these tickets. This is going to be a good matchup. 258, 221. Either team can easily take this at this point in the game. And they're both pushing, like their pushes are very equal for the most part. Playing good.
I couldn't see who it was, but they just bayoneted through the smoke and barely missed a player.
It's my kind of luck. Alright, let's see. It looks like 808's collapsing back on their Foxtrot flag. SRDS, look at both teams are very responsive to defending. Have you noticed that? They're both, as soon as one shoots for a flag, the other team's falling back on it.
So it looks like here in just a few moments we will be split 3 flags apiece.
Yeah, it looks like a 50 ticket lead by SRDS right now. Although I didn't really see that. I mean,
if you notice, so there's a couple players for SRDS trying to push back towards Echo.
Yeah, I wonder if it was that that Foxtrot.
And Foxtrot.
Yeah, over here. It's like how do you say Ilria? Ilria?
I'm just gonna say Luria.
Luria. Sounds like something you don't want.
If you guys know the correct pronunciation in chat, let us know.
See, this is why we need people.
808's going to be bringing their tank in here at the Foxtrot flag.
All right. North America won that match, Oogie. I don't know. How do you say it, though? Vasil. Alright, looks like a couple 808 pushing back and a couple SRDS pushing. You know, I'm really surprised. Who are these 2 SRDS guys down here that I care?
They're about to take out 808's tank here on the Foxtrot flag.
I can't get over to. There we go. He's repping. Those are two SRDS guys doing work back here. Oh, here comes a whole squad.
And here comes some 808 players to try and help out this tank.
I can fix your wounds.
Cation with the revive here. SRDS is fixing to pull a pretty good lead here in just a sec. Oh, maybe not. Thought they were going for the 4 cap.
Jeremiah, the only ones allowed into the spectator mode of matches are the broadcasters.
Yup. And people who pay me lots of money. No, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen. I swear. Okay, I'm kidding. Kidding, guys.
So, I mean, SRDS has a great hold here in the center of the map. Yeah, and if they can take Alpha, that's going to be huge for them.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie's starting to go. It looks like they're probably going to. Yep, looks like 808's getting wiped off there, but they're starting their push on Delta, so they can snag that real quick.
I think Rob is one to go for. It looked like he was just chasing Oli here to try and get his dog tags instead of just shooting him in the back.
Not good.
They finally wiped him out as he was trying to go prone into that little cubby hole in the building on Alpha.
Yeah, looks like 808's about 70 tickets behind now. If they, right now, make a real hard push, like if they were to start just busting over to Charlie and get a hold of that, they could turn this around. But they're that window's closing.
So we're gonna have a tank-on-tank battle here. It looks like SRDS was lucky, actually very smart actually, about positioning a tank in the alley so he could back out if he took damage, and that allowed him to get out there while his teammates took down 808's tank.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while we were watching all that, SRDS pulled the Echo cap, and that's going to probably seal the deal for this round here. And now they're swinging back to Delta. That's really good movement there. They were fighting it out at a Delta flag, and then SRDS, their squad, went and snagged Echo, and then 808 responds, and then SRDS swings over to Delta, which you're seeing now. So they're moving. They're on the move. Go to the top view.
As you can see, 808 is pushing Alpha. They're pushing Bravo.
SRDS is
great move, but I think that the ticket spread is just a little too much for 808 to come back on this round.
Yeah, but it'll still be within. I mean, it'll be close. They could pull it back totally on the next one. They just gotta hold it together a little bit better, but definitely not a bad round. Not at all. See, who is this?
Rob is the only SRDS guy trying to stop this 5-man squad here on the Bravo flag. They also, 808 does have the Flame Trooper Elite class.
Yeah, that's something we don't see, well, we have not seen previously, because we've gone to, because of, you know, the popular vote, which doesn't really matter to me. We used to yell about hardcore, not so much anymore, but because of the popular vote, we went to straight core. The only difference is, obviously, map voting off, Behemoth off, left the elites on, because really, it's not one-sided like a Behemoth is, and then lenient latency. Besides that, everything else is straight normal mode, standard settings.
Bomberman he's torched a couple players here. He's very low on health. He's gonna get, looks like he's gonna get a med pack here from DJ.
Oogie, you're calling a 80 ticket? All right. Let's see if you're right. Let's go back to center map here, Charlie. I don't know. Let's see. I think it's gonna be a little bit high. I think it's gonna be about 110 ticket. 80 wasn't a bad guess. I probably would have said the same. And
Bomberman he is just torching everything in his way right now. He's damaged. Oh, he gets one more. Will he get this last player? Looks like he does. He's gonna eat this grenade, but luckily his teammates left him a couple med packs on the ground.
There it is.
So the first round will go to SRDS.
Special Raiders.
94 ticket.
Yeah, that was a pretty strong win, but it wasn't over the top. So there's still hope. There's still hope. I'm gonna resize that chat box a little bit, guys. Is that chat box okay right there? I've been like that's what took so long. We're trying to rearrange the stream and get everything we needed to on there. Yeah, MJN, that was a good round for sure. Hopefully you guys can read those numbers. See, everything's smaller because of my preview screen, but hopefully you can read it okay. And the ladder, guys, will be hosted. If you guys want to check it out, go to battlefy.com, look up, you know, just in the search bar, type Tier 1 Game Live, and you can keep up on the ladder and all the fancy stuff that website has to offer. With how many medics are they playing with? That is a good question. I do not know the answer. We can check it out in the next round. So we'll see what happens this time around. Let's see if I hope that, who was it that time? It was 808. I hope that they snag that that armored car, because that could have went south quick.
That hurt them off that push, because they would have made it, even though I mean, they didn't start early. It's just the SRDS started late, but they could have taken it all the way to Bravo. They could have probably almost had that 4-cap and pinned him to that side of the map completely.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I guess SRDS was able, you know, they can afford to do what they did because of the late start. Or 808, SRS, whatever. Yeah, SRDS, jeez. I think this is the first time I've ever done this. Nope. I just don't ever get better. All right. You guys want to do some tunes while we're waiting here? I bet you guys haven't heard this one in a while. Can you guys identify this? You ready? So I think initially we're looking at a 4-minute start. I think it's confirmed. Minute 4 by Bronx 8. Teams are looking good. Looks like that will be doable. Okay. Wow, that was good. I found out last night, apparently it's not working right now, of course, but the latest patch screwed it up. But the auto balance, or not auto balance, but the team switching, if you move players around, it basically disables auto balance at that point. So you can move all the players you want to one side, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, Inseeker was talking about that on, I think, the two, well, actually it was the final match of the Cactus tournament, that they were able to move players, and it made it a whole lot easier. And that's something that should have initially been in the game, but they, you know, EA went with their own servers this time around and had to reset everything up, get all the coding in.
Yep. Did you guys see that?
And hopefully this is going to give them a solid foundation.
Yeah, I really think that's what they're doing.
Games.
So that's taking so long. Very interesting. Did you guys see what I posted about the they did it was about 11 months ago. They did a video of working at DICE, and somebody who had enough observation skill took a still shot part of the video where it showed some developers working. It looks like a modern firearm on the screen. If you guys go to facebook.com/TeamGameLive, you'll see it there. BF4 theme, that's right. So to me, and I'm a gun person, that looks a lot like a Mark 11 free-floated barrel. It's got the railing on it. It's got a flash suppressor. All those things strike me as modern.
It definitely had the M16's the build up for it. So,
and if you zoom in on that shot, it's got the rails, and I don't think they ran rails at any point. I mean, Vietnam, they didn't have rails, right?
No, they did not.
Okay.
Because that was when the first that's when the M16A1 first went into wartime, and they didn't put the modular rails on until I want to say a little bit later. I think they had them in Desert
10
Storm
seconds.
time frame.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Right around then.
But it's just with that whole modular system, and that's like a lot of people have wondered why we've kept with the M16, because the military did have a chance to go with like the ACR or the SCAR, and they turned it down because of how modular and how many accessories for that specific weapon type, and that's why we stuck with it so far.
That makes sense to me.
And what a lot of people didn't know is they did change from
808's got the
7.62 to 5.56, so they were allowed to carry more ammo, and it's a lot lighter.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. More lead to sling. Well, probably the same amount. It's just in smaller quantities at a time. I was talking to Jeff, the community manager for North America, about that, and I said, well, so, you know, this is like 11 months ago, and, you know, he's like, well, they wouldn't have had wireframes for the next battlefield 11 months ago. And I was like, oh, that's a tricky statement there, because they also wouldn't have had BF4 wireframes 11 months ago. So where does that leave us? He's got his poker face on, and I know it.
But yes, Oogie, that is part of it. They did turn it down for the price, but the fact that a lot of soldiers did not like that they couldn't change a lot of the aesthetics look of them, they wanted to get away from having that.
Checking out the top view, it looks like, who is this up here? Michael, oh, he was, looks like he was pushing up there into 808's side. It looks like 808 here might grab that Delta cap. Look, oh, and we got a squad pushing back by SRDS right now on Bravo. One guy chasing Dreamers. They're gonna roll that Chamond over. Jigsaw.
So 808's going to push their tank back to Bravo.
I think it's going to come down to what happens here at Bravo right now, if either team's going to have an advantage.
He's probably going to call in the pigeons here.
Do it. Yep, there you go. Good call.
The last time we saw pigeons was for a team that had a, what was it, a 7 or 8 man team kill on it. It was amazing.
It was a European North America match, so that was, I should have clipped that. I think right now, we were just talking about this, I think 808's going to have the advantage if they can get Bravo back quickly, but they've basically almost, oh man, nope, we got a squad bomb by SRDS. I don't know, but they've got armor to contend with, so they're kind of in limbo right now. Oh, here we go, here we go. Whoa, Jigs, oh my god.
Oh, he got the landmines down.
Oh, that was amazing. Did he just ramp that thing off the rubble right onto landmines? Is that what I saw?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's exactly what happened.
That's a highlight. We got to pull that. We have to pull that one. That was great.
808 will maintain that.
That was amazing.
But as you can see from the SRDS is pushing Charlie right now. Let's see how long it takes for 808 to realize it. They're really trying to hammer SRDS's tank right now on the Delta flag. I'm going to swoop over there.
Yeah, it looks like SRDS is going to possibly now grab Charlie Delta. I thought they were actually going to be holding only a 2 cap, but it looks like things have turned in their favor, possibly. Nope, Delta's gone, so we're still sitting about even. 101.93 on the board. What is the score to beat? 94?
94.
Well, 407.
So yeah.
But, yep, 94 ticket lead or better. Or 90.
It was. They had 406, so they have to keep SRDS at 40. Yeah, if SRDS gets to 407, they're going to win this one.
That's what I meant. You gotta, like, you guys probably think we're idiots, but you gotta, like, flip the stuff in your head. The way you gotta, like, think about the scoring is pretty abstract, but... You know, especially coming from BF4 where they counted down on tickets, not up, and then doing that for, like, 2 years, and then coming here, and then now you're counting up instead of down, and then you have to, yeah.
I didn't go to college for math, so...
No, I didn't either. 4 cap right now by 808. Looks like 2 SRDS shooting out to Charlie flag.
They're if they move fast, they can stop this push at Charlie.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, that most of them are all spread out at the Echo flag. That's where most of the fight is taking place.
You saw how quickly that Bravo flag turned. Like they pretty much had him, you know. And they're one shot from that Chamond away from wiping them and then getting that 4 cap. And then what happened next? You got a squad bomb of 2 guys, one of them laying mines, and a bad decision to Evil Knievel that Chamond right on top of those mines. So that turned around real quick.
Oh, look at him. He's just going to drive this Chamond right onto the tracks.
Yep. That's all in the same thing, right?
Oh, and he lands on him again.
3rd time's a charm. Oh man, that is awesome.
Dude, he's gotta be mad.
Yeah, that's rough. And then a squad bomb over the top here.
Tanks were not meant to jump.
Oh, it's funny. And 4 cap.
Who do we have here for SR? Oh, they're pushing through Bravo. If they were smart, they would not have got on the burn and let them, like, their position. No.
I didn't see it. Did they get on the burn?
They're going straight. Yeah, they ran through the burn and then through the buildings.
Yeah. All it takes is one person to just happen to be looking up at the tickets or the flags right at that moment, and then you tip them off. But yeah, they had a really nice start on the, I guess it was 808 on the other round. First round. Both teams playing a good game.
It's
to make things in.
It's a 5-on-2 here. Now it's a 5-on-2.
Nuke should be hanging back. I would, if I was Nuke, I would have been hanging back there. Just wait for these guys to clear out your team and then get a respawn and hit it again. First person to hit that attic of that house is going to be an all-star.
Stinking Bone. He's gotten 2 here. Oh, he gets taken out.
4 cap SRDS going to bring this back. You know, 808's in the lead right now, but SRDS is fixing to... Okay, so SRDS had a little bit of a lag here, but look at, they've kind of transitioned. They've now split 50-50. They've got, looks like about, give or take half their team.
Let's see if he runs over these landmines.
Where are we at?
And he's done. Stinking took out 808's tank. It seems like they're trying to push their tank into engagements a little too fast.
Yep. You know, that was the thing that we had a lot of discussion about in BF4 was, well, the tank should be right up there, should be right on the flag. And my thought was, no, have that tank on the perimeter on Overwatch burning incoming pushes and your infantry on the immediate flag area.
I mean, yeah, it's a huge piece to your strategy, and if you don't have it, I mean, it puts you at a disadvantage if the other team has kept their vehicles alive.
Well, I mean, it is your spawn beacon, and that was a hard transition for a lot of people, including myself and most of our team, is not having a spawn beacon in BF1. You really had to change how you played.
Impressive, literally just spawned in and bayonet charged across the Bravo flag to take out the flamethrower.
Well played.
And see, I honestly did not like the idea of the spawn beacons, but if they were in the game, the only thing I wish they would have changed is the parachuting aspect, so it would stop people from getting to elevations that they're not supposed to be in.
Yeah, that's true. It kind of put it would give somebody an advantage that they didn't technically work towards. What you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, because you could strategically go in and find spots to put your beacon to have you parachute to get to higher locations that the other team can't get to you unless they have a beacon in the same spot. And it was a huge disadvantage if you had several players up on higher elevation.
We got good at that. I got some weird Suddenly I'm getting the outlines of vehicles, and I don't know why. That's interesting. I'm getting it just... Huh, that must be a bug. I'm getting the red outline on guys, but it's only specific, like certain guys.
Doom, you're right. The tank is very, very vulnerable on the objectives.
I mean, especially...
So
yeah,
if you
especially
can see
in this
the ticket
game.
count is already coming back.
I mean, how many times do you have a guy, it could be, you know, a medic that can't do anything to a tank except throw a grenade, but they can sit there and just run circles on the back end if they sit off, you know, 45 degrees off the back end of one of these heavy tanks, and that tank will never get a turn on them, you know?
Yep.
So, yeah.
You can definitely outrun... You can outrun the turret because it's only facing that... I mean, you only got such a small radius that you can turn with that turret before you have to turn the whole vehicle.
Look at this surge of 808 here.
They surge onto Charlie quick.
Uh-oh, here comes the Shimon. I don't know why the tanks are giving me highlights like that.
Let's see if 808 can keep their tank up.
Oh. Apparently I had player outlines on, I didn't know.
No, they can't.
No, and we're back to a 3 cap. 808 in the lead, but right now, currently not by enough. They need to pull a little bit bigger lead. Looking pretty good. That's going to be pretty awesome if they, no offense to SRDS, but if 808 turns us around here on the second round.
I mean, yeah, the beacons were nice, but there's subtle changes I wish that they would have made.
Yeah. Well, it was really interesting as you went along, as you know, we learned from some other teams later on in the competitive scene to run MAVs. Like, just have one person dedicated, nothing but MAV the whole time, and just sit there and burn down the enemy beacons. That is devastating.
Yes. Well, and you can even blow up equipment with it.
Yeah. Oh, we got a knife Salvatore.
I just wish there was a way that we could have limited.
Just stabbed somebody up here from SRDS on the second floor above Delta.
The only two things is I wish the beacons would have changed was the parachuting from spawning on it, as well as for competitive matches we could limit how many beacons were on the map.
Yeah, that would be really nice to have those kind of granular settings here. Yep. SRDS is looking to shut down 808. Here, 808 had a good lead going. SRDS is looks like they might be gaining a little momentum here, at least just enough to throw off 808.
Well, they've already pushed back to the Bravo objective.
Yep.
Monster's going to get one of them, but SRDS does have the Flame Trooper. Let's see if I can get on him. And
I'm watching Monster right now, so we'll see this. I got some bayonets, though. Uh-oh. That was a Monster had the right idea, though. You see how he backed out of there and waited? That's good. It's good to see. And the ticket count closing in right now. I guess SRDS actually is behind a little bit, but 808's got to do some work. They got to get... If they get this Bravo cap, it's going to make it really close.
Yeah, dude, it's blowing up the C4 and killing somebody using the MAV. And they would think that you're hacking all day long, because they're like, there's no way you can blow up C4 with the MAV. It was fun.
I did not actually even know that. 2,200 hours or so of Battlefield. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, man, this is going to be close. If 808 can lock down this Delta flag and keep hold of it and push those tickets to 500, keeping, what is it, SRDS at 405 or lower.
406.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, they have to keep them under 405. There's not enough time.
Unless those...
And they're about to cross that now.
Yeah.
2 tickets.
And, okay,
there it is.
SRDS taking map 1. Jigsaw, oh, he flipped over there. He's on his side. No, Jigsaw having a hard time this round. But I think 808's going to probably actually take the map, though. Or take the round, but not the actual map.
The tank is upside down completely. I think 808 needs to go back to tank driving school.
Tank driving school. Gotta practice weaving around cones, right? Parallel parking. Scored wrong there.
All day.
Why is my number 1 upside down? What in the heck is that? That is really weird.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Oh, I know why. Yeah. Good old OBS. I wish you could lock things in place. That'd be real nice.
Yes.
But still edit like what's in them, but lock, you know, their position. Alright, there it is. 1-0 SRDS going into map 2. I don't know who picked which map here. But that was a good comeback either way by 808, just not by enough.
They might win this round by 50 tickets. It's going to be close.
And there it is, official.
500 to 448.
And dating score 440, 500. Remember, guys, if you want to check out the second stream, you can go ahead and click in the bottom right. There's a couple little arrows there that will let you switch over between cameras. That was 448, 500. There we go. That's cool. I like seeing the scores like that, where it's back and forth. So, okay. So I think the favor is going to be in whichever team didn't just pick Amiens. So, we'll see what happens.
Doom is offering tank lessons for $150 US an hour.
Oh man. You guys having like a Halloween sale or anything? Doom? Like 10% off? No? Do you want to sponsor us? You could sponsor the league for tank lessons. Guys, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. The reason you guys need to do that is how I'm going to sell you on it. Let me tell you something. We had, as a test for our sponsor, we had South Africa. We told them to sign up all their players and all the teams on Battlefy, and to like our league on Battlefy, and we would get them prizes. And we just actually made good on our word because they did as well. They helped us because that's what we need. We need the numbers. We need subscribers, followers, all that stuff. When you guys share everything, and it goes right back into you. But because they did that, we just handed out last week at random. It wasn't even the winning team. I think the winning team got a couple exclusive. You know, because there's so many players, it's hard to give everybody something. But they got $300 in PSN
two
cards.
things. The losing team, one player got one, and then we handed out 10 PSN cards.
Yep. $300 because they
players.
liked the stuff. They signed up on the site. They did what we asked them. So that's why you guys want to do these things, because it's going right back into you guys. Trust me. If you have any doubts, ask the South Africans. They can vouch for us. And I did not get a penny of that. It went all back into everybody here. So. That's why you want to do it.
And the teams are discussing which side they are taking. It looks like 808 is going for the Ottoman Empire, and SRDS will be taking the British Empire.
SRDS spawning in on the horse. Hopefully he's on the right side, because it's gonna... Is he actually a horse, or is he a pilot? Oh, he's a tanker. Oh, he's gonna kill himself. And he got that epic scream. Yeah, Doom. Those are coming. I think that's gonna be a test from, again, our sponsor, E3 Sport Apparel. Logo's on the top right. Check them out. It's e3sport.com, and I'll actually drop a link in chat, and is it not linking it? Okay, hold on.
They are, I think they have agreed to a start time at minute number 4. So we are on round number 3. It will be round number 1 on map number 2. And I believe that this was 808's choice, this map here.
Alright, we'll see how they do. This is not one that gets chose very often, so if they know the map well, and SRDS hasn't done a lot of... I mean, I think our last 20v20...
I'm so glad that they did change this. Where there was, what was it, three flags? I'm glad that they changed it to the 5 flags.
No, they hadn't changed this one yet. Did they?
Yeah, early on it was only a three flag hold.
I think you're right. Aren't they going to change it again, though? I think, yeah, that's right. They're going to do it again, and I know it was in CTE. Somewhere, and I saw it on Twitter, there's a layout. I want to say that they kind of put them parallel, like 2, 2, and 2, instead of in a straight line.
Yeah, well, the community, they came back fairly quick and said, hey, this 3 flag is not working for this map.
Same with SRDS.
There were suggestions of having staggering the objectives instead of having them so linear, but it hadn't been changed since they added the 2 flags to this map.
That's not going to be good for 808. He just redeployed there right at the end, so they're going to be without a tank at the start. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, that's kind of always been my thing, is choose a map that people don't play on very often and learn it very well and find something that works and then use that as your map during a competition, because you know how bad that can throw somebody off. And here we go, 808 with a spawn, SRDS with a spawn, things looking pretty good. 808 though, yeah, I think, what do we got, 2 and 2 for tanks? I can never remember. Or is it just 1? Maybe they got the tank back.
There's only 1 tank.
808's got, we got, okay, both armored cars, you can see them here. Pushing around. Oh, and they just collided. 808's armored car still pushing here, hitting the buildings.
Looks like SRDS is going to get to a better start here, but 808 does have the armored car pushing towards Alpha. The tank didn't even see. We'll see.
SRDS has
that horse. That cavalry class did not have a chance there.
I mean, pretty much, if you look at the map layout, Charlie is really your strategic flag here, your single most, because you control that. You can push out Charlie or Bravo Delta, and isolate them Echo Alpha, or even go, you know, grab one of the Echo or the Alpha flags, and you have some flexibility, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, Suez really is a toss-up. It can go either way very quickly. And right now, it is going in favor of SRDS.
Yeah, here comes a Shaman from 808. He's gonna, yeah, okay. He's making his turn now. He's gonna get the first shot off. Actually, 808 gets the first shot because looks like Isaac over here fired at him as he was coming in, but missed. Now he's got smoke down. He's gonna push in. Man, these guys are aggressive with these tanks. It's kind of cool to see.
Yes, they are. He's really hurt.
He's going down. Unless Black Skiller. Oh, he's getting the reps off. Woo! I think he just saved the Shaman there for 808. He gets gunned down by...
I think the tank for 808 is about to go down.
He's down.
It's down.
And SRDS is going to keep the herd on. Oh.
And there is no 808.
There's some back. Back by Bravo. That's what I was just looking at.
There's one on the far side, and there's 2 on the flag building.
Looks like they're being smart here, just waiting for backup, it looks like. Nuke here. Nuke's like their back push guy, but Alpha's blowing his cover right now. He should push for Alpha, in my opinion.
Yes, Alpha should just go ahead and push. Instead, he's going to run right into black. He's going to get one, but if you notice that they do have a couple. Nuke is on the heavy machine gun.
Yep, I was watching that over
He
shoulder.
just jumps off.
He just gunned somebody down in the doorway. Looks like SRDS is still making forward progress at Delta, but at the cost of allowing 808 to push through the...
Raphael is on the top floor of this building with several 808s underneath him. I don't think you realize Salvatore for 808 is going to push with Nuke, I believe, over towards Alpha. Salvatore is going to continue on, but Nuke is going to kind of play it slow here. Raphael did see him. He's bipoded up with his LMG, but Salvatore is going to make it to the Alpha burn. Let's jump over to the Delta flag.
Oogie, I disagree.
SRDS is pushing very heavily.
Sartisan. I bet you there's more spawn traps on that one. But you probably meant vanilla. Base maps only. And here comes SRDS. There's a lot of 808. Man, look at him bomb that thing. We were just over here and there's like a couple of them now. It's loaded.
I honestly have not. I think I played one round on each of the new Russian DLC maps.
Axe, you can leave chat. You're dismissed. Why would you do that?
Well, I went to Destiny 2.
Okay.
Because
yeah,
Destiny 2 came out the same
I was
day
joking.
that...
No, I'm kidding. I just picked it up too. It's actually pretty good. I remember you played on the CTE. Actually, I watched one night. That was in Sartisan, actually, wasn't it? You and... Who was that? Walt Diggity.
I think it was me and Walt played for a couple hours.
How did it go the other night, by the way? I didn't even... I forgot you were going to stream.
It went good.
You said something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to continue with, since I don't have anything on Tuesdays, doing a stream and hopefully get some community members involved in it.
That would be cool. Game, what day? Tuesday?
On Tuesdays.
We'll come Axe Tuesdays. With Axe. That doesn't really, it's not catchy. Never mind. I tried. 808 aggressing that Delta flag. Looks like there's... Man, there are guys everywhere at every angle. You know, usually you can mentally draw like an, you know, sort of, you know, sight lines and stuff, but these guys are all over the place. Not a bad thing.
Hellgas, though, for SRDS, he's wiped off about 6 dudes here at Delta with this this elite class.
Let's go check them out. Oh, there's another one.
I mean, he's
another
just going.
2.
He gets 2. I mean, SRDS has pulled 115 tickets into the lead.
And this was 808's pick.
Early on in this. This was 808's pick.
If you guys go back and watch for our 0 hour, our very first tournament here for the league for BF1, go watch how... I think the only team that picked this map was... I picked it twice, maybe three different games. At least 2 was Triple V. And watch their strategy on this. It's pretty interesting. They basically force the team.
SRDS's tank is on its side.
Is he?
And he flips it back over. Lucky for him.
You Europeans are crazy drivers. I'm not driving in Europe if I ever go there. Jigsaw convinced me not to. Blame him.
So
Job Jigsaw.
SRDS does have a 4 cap.
That and those tickets are going to keep climbing.
Here. So 808 is nowhere in the back. I mean, they are stuck between Echo and Delta right now. This is not looking good for 808.
This is cool. I do like, I mean, it's a small tournament. I think we had, what, 5 teams? Which is, you know, that's about where we very first started. You know, we thought we were going to have a lot more, but it doesn't really bother me because that's how we started this whole league. And it's the first one for Europe, so you know what? I'll take it for sure. But it's really cool seeing new teams everywhere. And it's cool because, you know, after a while you see the same teams over and over and over. Like, okay, well, these guys are going to take it. I don't say that, but, you know in the back of your head. But, you know, you see these new teams like this, and I have no idea. Could not tell you who's the stronger team, you know?
So it looks like SRDS is going for that 5 cap. We could very well see a spawn trap if they can get that or the echo.
That'll be rough. Get spawn trapped on your own map pick. You said 808 shows this map, right?
That is the consensus, yes.
Sometimes you can be crazy.
Earlier in the chat, they said that SRDS pick.
And we lost against Triple V on this.
Yeah.
That's the match we don't talk about. There's all sorts of things wrong that night. We had that was the match that we had one person leave because they had they're at the fire department, got a call out, and 2 people's internet went out, all right within the first 2 minutes of the round. So we were 3 down.
808 has done very good. Now I think it's Squad Bomb on this Cavalry class that has pushed to Alpha. I mean, SRDS does see them.
Yeah, they're going for that final cap there. I don't know if 808, are they just playing the... It looks like they're around flags, but they're playing the buildings a lot. Just kind of skirting them.
They really need to Squad Bomb on this Cavalry class that's at Alpha.
Yep. Okay, they're... Yeah. Let's go back over here.
Boogie, you're right. Spawn trap never happens on this one. If this is a 5 cap, well, if they could hold Charlie and keep Alpha, this is not where 808 wants to be right now. Let's see how many they have over here at the Charlie objective. SRDS is going to go ahead and push their tank.
I think they're going to get Alpha. Yeah, let's go over to Charlie.
So they do take, they maintain Charlie.
And that's, yeah, that's pretty much going to seal the deal. That's going to be a crushing win by SRDS on round 1, map 2. So this might be over. I mean, I'm going to...
That's a huge deficit.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that this game's already been decided after this round right here, just because I don't... SRDS is going to have a lot go wrong and do pretty bad to throw this one away and go into the tiebreaker. I just don't see it happen. I don't know, it seemed like, I don't know what it was there.
Like 270.
Just through a majority of this round, it seems like 808, from what I could tell, they were really kind of occupying a lot of the buildings, but never the flag area.
Well, and 808 hasn't been able to keep their tank up either, and a tank on this map is a huge advantage.
Yep. Also, a lot of good sweeping.
I mean, as you can see, 808 right now, they're in this building at Delta, but they're not on the burn.
Yeah, and that's gonna seal it there.
And that's it.
I don't see 808 coming back from that one there. But I've been wrong before. 500, 232.
Don't think we'll be wrong about this one.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Stinking bone dry. What do you guys think?
And there wasn't a lot of high kills either. I mean, you had a couple 30s for SRDS, but I mean, look how low. What, 15? 15 is the highest for 808.
We got a 24 and 6, 34 and 6, 22 and 8. Yeah, there's. I don't know what was it, because it was and the maps aren't that much. I mean, yeah, they are different, but I mean, if you look at like in terms of vehicle assets, they're right on point with Amiens. So you'd think that it would still be close, you know, because the dynamics really haven't changed.
The only main difference is this with the flag setup. It is so linear. There's no real flanking maneuvers. If you can set up a firing line, you're going to be able to see everything that's coming at you. You can kind of dip behind the dunes on the bottom of the map that you guys can see now, as well as on the terrain map, but that's really it. And there's elevation that you can get on top of the buildings and see all of those angles.
Yep. You know, this is one of the maps you do well with real strong scout classes. Put a couple of those in key spots, watching the side flanks and back flanks on stuff and calling it out. And, I mean, if you have a infantry crew on foot, a single sniper could burn down an entire push.
Dooms, yeah, Giant Shadow really is. It's either heavy in vehicles or heavy in scout classes. I mean, if you can take the blimp there, the Delta Charlie on Giant Shadow, you can overwatch the push from both sides very, very easily.
And we're going to be going here shortly, which is what I believe will be the last round. Pretty rough. Okay, looks like Bronx is calling out 2 minutes. Yeah, good call, Bronx.
I mean,
good call.
Doom, yeah, 808 could win this round, but to win this map and force it into a tiebreaker, 268 tickets.
Yeah, they've got to win this map, and they've got to keep SRDS at below 232. So they've got to basically, what just happened to them, they've got to do that to SRDS and then a little more. So and that's a pretty big win. So that drastic of a change, I don't know if I've ever seen happen. You just don't see that much of a ticket swing, you know. It's usually a team that's doing good maybe won't do as good on the next round. And here we go. But they're not going to do absolutely terrible generally. Of course, I don't know. Then again, I didn't expect it to turn out like this.
Yeah, I didn't expect a 250 ticket swing difference.
And here we go. It's like a couple SRDS cavalry and an armored car. They're both making the same push with their armored car. Actually, 808 swinging a little wide. Looks like they're going all the way to Echo. I'm guessing. Oh, no. Maybe Delta. SRDS, I think, has the right idea. They're controlling that Charlie flag. Looks like 808 has no interest, but let's see how heavy their bomb is on the Echo flag.
We have taken objective apples.
Uh-oh. Oh. Impressive. Better get back in that armored car. Oh, I'm surprised that he pulled that off, but he's got another SRDS back here. He needs to get back in that armored car and wait for spawns. He is on a roll. Look at this. Impressive gamer. He's... Yeah, I did not expect him to... I think he just basically has gone over 3. Now he gets taken out by a grenade. And we got, what, 1808 back there? I can't switch to him. There we go. Not looking good for 808 on their Echo push. They're about to lose that entire push, and it's gone. So 808 completely wiped off of Echo. Yeah, those are the kind of mistakes you don't want to make. They should have just sat in that armored car. You'd be in a lot better position than they were.
It looks like 808 is slowing down their tank push. N3 Assassin did get several good shots on their tank, but was able to back out of line of sight.
Here's the thing. Here's
and he
what...
is now getting hit.
Oh yeah, I see him over here. Here's what Triple V did, and it was actually really genius, really well thought out plan. If 808 right now, or either team really, but in this position right now as it sits with the teams, if 808 stacks this building, it's a cappable location. If 808 loads their infantry here, it's going to force SRDS to put their infantry naturally for cover on this side of the hill. Now if 808 positions their Shaman, for example, right back over here, they can fire right on that hill and they'll basically put them in a pinch. And wipe them off there.
Oh, SRDS, I do believe, has pushed to Alpha already.
Yep. You know, one thing that people underestimate is the power of those armored cars. Now, don't forget, unlike a plane where only your squad members can spawn, you can squad hop, but those armored cars, you could spawn anyone on your team in without being in your squad. Yeah, he is impressive. He did good there. I thought he was going to go down much sooner than he did. He put up a good fight, but obviously it wasn't sustainable as SRDS could keep spawning on that Echo flag. .808's pulling off the Charlie. Now let's see if here in another minute or two, well, SRDS is pushing in. I was going to say, if they could hold on Charlie for a minute, you might see something a little different as far as 808 started to take over Delta area. But I don't think they're going to... Looks like they got wiped off. Did they... Okay, spawn... Okay, there they go. Spawned a few guys back on Charlie. Not nearly as many as they need.
No.
But you see, look at the layout right now. Look at how the teams are positioned. 808's got a lot back at Alpha. Sometimes just throw away a flag, but it looks like SRDS, they've got the right idea as far as they've got the weighting of their team centralized around Charlie, and you can see what it's doing for them right now. But if you look at where the cluster of red is, it's right there around Charlie.
808's really trying to push back to Echo. It's a 4 cap in SRDS's favor. Michael is trying to push. They get one.
But really, I mean, like, taking Echo is great. And maybe off an initial push, but after you get the Echo cap, you got to think farther than that. I mean, it doesn't really offer you any advantages. You're not going to cap their spawn unless you're the Colonel 100. No, but in Delta, I mean, look how far away it's spaced. So Echo's really, it's good for like maybe 1 or 2 guys to push, or maybe, you know, stomp it once in a while with a squad. But I would have gone Delta.
Say, commit 1 maybe just to try and relieve some tension on Delta, and then
yeah, and then just basically split their flags. Go to, you know, if you're not going to get the centralmost flag, go to one nearby and hit that and equalize it. It's over. It's just about over, yeah. SRDS just got to push past that 232 mark. They're coming up on 200 right now. They're about to seal a deal on this. Although, we'll see what happens here in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. But 808 looks like they're probably on track to have a better game either way. Or a better round, I should say.
I mean, they excuse me, 808 did get the Echo objective.
That's good, but then,
But
I mean...
that wasted a lot.
Yeah.
That wasted a lot of effort.
Honestly, they should have had that right here at Delta, because then they could have pushed 1 guy or 2 guys to Echo, and then the rest to Charlie, and probably been in a better spot. But I mean, it's working out okay for them right now, but yeah, it's the downtime between that you're worried about, from the travel time to a flag, and then the time it takes from starting to cap it to where it's, you know, at least neutralized, but more so in your favor. Unless you're Colonel 100, I had to.
That's it.
It's official. SRDS gonna take the win with a 2-0. And again, guys, you can check out all the ladder info and the standings and all that on battlefy.com. One of our awesome sponsors. Pretty awesome website. When I first saw that, I was just amazed. Like, I was like, how have I been doing this for years and not knowing about the site? There's not really a lot of BF1 on there, so if you guys ever do any events outside of our stuff and you want to host one, check out battlefy.com. And make sure you let us know and let them know that we referred you, because that's important to them. It has been discussed.
I mean, Hans, yes, 808 could win this specific round but they were unable to keep SRDS under 232 tickets, so they will lose the map.
Yeah, Hans, it's the best of that map. So they 808 has to play this round better than SRDS to win this map. In this case, you know, they didn't. So
they got 2 repair personnel on this 808 tank.
And if you guys ever want to look at the rules, I think
them,
it's pretty well spelled out, hopefully. But if you guys go to t1gaminglive.com/rules, it'll give you a PDF download link, and you can check them all out there.
Did you just notice Bomberman jumped out of 808's tank, and SRDS was able to capitalize on that, and they have now taken 808's tank. You always go down with your ship.
Yeah, that happens a lot. I notice with the European teams too. Is that, I mean, we see it often. Not knocking on them, but it's just an observation. If you look at some of the matches broadcasts, it seems like they jump out quite often.
Şu sıhhi yardım çantasını al. Aha, sıhhi yardım çantası.
Yeah, 808's playing a better game. Too bad they didn't have this round. I said this a lot, but this round earlier, because I think they would have had a better fighting chance. Maybe not the best, but at least better. We are sitting on, looks like, almost a 2 cap by 808, 3 cap by, well, about 2.5 by SRDS. I wish there was an indicator to... How do I explain this? Okay. When a flag's being fought over and is, let's say it was previously capped by Team A, and Team B starts capping it, but Team A is there and they're both fighting over it, Team A is still going to be getting the ticket bleed. You know, they're still going to be profiting off that until it gets neutralized. I wish that somewhere on the flags themselves it would indicate in whose favor that was going towards. Does that make sense? I hope.
It does, and I just hope that they do revert the Conquest scoring changes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, those rules, oh man. That was another thing I worked on in between stuff. When you guys think that, oh, they're not broadcasting, I don't have any tournaments, I don't do anything. Trust me, I'm working at least probably harder on stuff. There's like a 12-page rule set. We're not heavy on rules, but I almost say 12 pages of rules. It's 12 pages of like, this is how we do this is how this is scored. There's not really that many rules, as you guys know. But it's more so just laying out everything that's always been.
It's just making sure that we have a solid guideline for teams to follow.
Yep. So if you guys have not done anything with us, if you're going to have a match with us or signed up for an event, make sure you check out the rules. Everything should be outlined in there, but I'm sure there's stuff that's been missed. So if there's something you notice that's not in there, let us know. But all the rules are laid out. Yeah, it looks like they're still rocking both those tanks, huh?
Yes. .808 did do better this round, but
yeah. SRDS still playing strong. It seemed like SRDS kind of let off their centralization of the center map area at a certain point, and then you started seeing.
I think that they already know, so they're just kind of playing.
Yeah, that's always nice when you watch those tickets.
They jump out of that tank.
Oh, someone jumped out? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's hurt.
Is he giving it back?
What they should do is... I think so.
Oh, that was nice of him.
If I was Assassin, I would have just got out of my tank and took over the new one and repaired it while the other guy took my tank.
When I play, I'll play definitely fair, but if you're gonna make a mistake, it's gonna hurt. And what I would be doing if I was leading the team, as soon as I got the message, and it's happened before, that we took their tank, I tell that person, I don't care if you do anything the rest of the round, take that tank, go sit on our spawn, and just sit there for the rest of the round. Because yeah, you could be out there destroying stuff, but I think it's better if you know for sure they've got one vehicle off the map permanently, and you have +1, you know. But yeah, They should have drove
Yeah,
back their spawn.
they're at a huge disadvantage, and you're going to make them pay for it.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys ever play in, and you get out of a vehicle and we get it, and you're looking for it, you might want to check our spawn, because that's where it's going to be. And good luck getting it. And looks...
We're going to get a limpet charge here on Assassin's tank.
No Assassin.
That's going to
Where's
hurt.
he?
He's
Oh, yeah.
right on the Bravo flag. He's getting hurt. And they're down. Assassin got a little greedy pushing in. But at this point, they can afford that.
Yep, they can afford anything. SRDS for the win. Coming up on the final 30 tickets here. 472, 276. SRDS going to take the win. And game number 2, Silesian Offensive. You guys like that name? I like that name. I sit down after work late at night when I'm getting ready to get, put together an event, and I look and I start reading through World War I history and how it might relate to the teams that are playing, and I'm like, hey, this is an American battle. It's not something they use. I try to pick something that's on par with what Battlefield, the official Battlefield operations stuff are, the names of them and stuff, but that have not been used yet. That's kind of the route I've gone. And there it is, guys. Game over. SRDS for the win. Really good first round there. 808 kind of lost it there. That was 808's map, huh?
Yeah, someone in chat earlier said that SRDS chose Amiens.
Okay. Huh. Surprise.
Yep.
808, though, has got the best squad here. They tried. Okay, guys, that's going to be the end of it. Again, SRDS 808, Silesian Offensive. Game number 2 complete. You can go ahead and check out the standings at battlefy.com, esports hosting site here. And again, shout out to our sponsor, E3 Sport Apparel. And that's going to conclude the stream for today. We will get schedules out and events posted here probably around Monday, Tuesday for the upcoming weekend. And I don't know if I'll see you guys again if you're watching just the European stuff this next weekend. I'm sure I'll be there at some point. But probably Axe here and Seeker. And I'll probably be at work trying to watch. Wishing I was there. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Axe, Ender, Tier 1, and we're out.